Hey YouTube, Karina here, and I'm not too sure what I want to title this video just yet, but if you're watching it, I'm pretty sure you see the title below. Okay, so let me get started, okay? Um, when God handles something and it's truly handled, what is your attitude behind it? Like, how do you handle the situation? Being honest, how do you handle it? Whatever the situation is, you're not supposed to rejoice when you see your enemy fall. And as bad as they seriously tried to hurt you, as spoken of in Sticky Situations video down below in my vids of Sticky Situations and Sticky Situation Clean. Um, how you handle God handling a situation. Your attitude behind how God fixes a situation will determine whether He is really growing you as a person or if you're still in yourself. Now, a lot of times when people, say when God handles a situation, sometimes people will be in themselves and say, you don't miss, you don't do this, you don't do that to me, you don't. Okay, that means that you're still gonna go through something else until you get that they're right. Let's say like this. I'm guessing, um, I'm starting to understand why we're supposed to pray for our enemies, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because as mad as we get at them, whatever we could do to them, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever like that, God is displeased with that. He don't want that. He wants to handle it because He said vengeance is His and He will repay. Not vengeance is ours because it don't belong to us. So the thing is this. Um, the one who was causing me so much drama in the place where I was working, once the manager handled the situation, I'm guessing maybe sometimes people probably assume that you're going to walk in there with your chest stuck out like, yeah, now what? Bow to my God. I'm not gonna make you do that. I'm gonna walk in there like nothing happened. So the person and I are still, we're working together. Everything is like shared responsibility. It's great. I mean, so far as teamwork goes, it's great. Now, when you get people who try to put their hands in something that God is like in the process of turning the tables on the particular situation, He can move them out of the way. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. There is a couple of coworkers who are not happy with the fact that communication is going forward. But, you know, it has to happen in a workplace. So, the devil will use them people to be like, why are you being so nice to this person? You remember they made you clean up their sticky situation? Do you remember when they did blah, 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 blah? You know what? When God is in the process of fixing something, like so it can function, if it's really meant to be fixed, it can be fixed. And if it's meant for somebody to leave that place, they would have to leave that place. Whatever. But like I said in the past video, some people at that job are there to like keep my character in check. Like I feel like need to be able to handle a little situation before a bigger situation arises, and then learn how to handle that. I feel like God gives stuff to you in baby steps. It's like if He can't trust you to handle a tiny situation right, and looking back on it, it's a tiny situation. Looking back on it now, um, if you can't forgive somebody in a tiny situation that you really have to be around to like actually function around them, then how you gonna fix it? How you gonna react in a bigger situation? Don't nobody know. Um, it's like this. My personality is strong at times, and then sometimes it's like it's chill. But for the most part, like I said in the past video, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. But the thing is this, God is really doing some stuff there. And it's like sometimes people would get confused when you still treat them nice after they done trashed you and everything like that, and God fix the situation. Stuff like that can cause the other person who was doing whatever to turn back and say, you know what, I'm not really sure why she's or he's being so nice to me. Like, maybe you being nice to them and everything they done to you, could be ministering to them like on a subliminal tip. And the thing is this, what if somebody who offended you come in your life, back into your life, and try to apologize to you? Are you going to accept it? Or are you going to say, well, you hurt me like this and this and this, and you did that and you did that and you did that? Or get over it, it was a long time ago. That's an indication that y'all not ready to talk. When a person is really ready to make something right, they'll be like, look, this is the part I played in it. This is the part you played in it. Now, I feel like there was a lot in my character that had changed, because the old Karina would have been like, but you know what? That was done like completely outside of me. I could not do that on my own. There's a lot of things that we can't do on our own. And you can't take credit for something God does. I mean, some things bigger He's going to fix in life. Say like family members come to you that have maybe realized that, some of the things that they said caused you to fall down due to you believing their negative words about you, but then they come and apologize to you. Accept it. Or if you feel like you can't accept it, be honest and tell the person, hey, look, I really appreciate you telling this to me. However, it's going to take some time for me to get over it because of the severity of what went down. And then you go to God and you pray about it, especially if you know the person's character, like their ongoing character. Ask God, okay, God, show me, is this person really, are they saying this to me because they really mean what they're saying, or is this a trick from the enemy just so that I could let them back into my circle for them to do a double whammy? First of all, if God knows that you and the other party are not ready to reconcile your differences and talk about whatever happened without pointing fingers at one another, but instead y'all bringing out what y'all whatever played a part, or maybe you were picked on, or maybe you were maybe somebody was messing with you or whatever like that, and you didn't do nothing. I mean, if they realize they did it and they come to you, excuse me, and they come and tell you, and you know it is not in this person's character to apologize, look at that then. Especially if they're admitting the deep things to you and they're telling you, hey, I was blah, 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 blah. Accept it. But then still pray about all of that, so that way God can tell you if it is Him bringing a healing, or if it's the devil attempting to false reconcile just so they can get back in your good graces and fix you once and for all. And when I say fix you, I mean like lock you up in an area to where you're most definitely certain to have sticky situations on top of sticky situations just to be out. Okay? Now, if you feel like a person is apologizing to you and that's truly what it is, that they're doing this for some underlying reason, just to maybe hurt you worse, you need to just say, look, but like I said, pray about all of that, like when talking with that person. Then just be like, I'm sorry, I don't really know what to say. I mean, don't bash or nothing like that. Just be like, look, just tell them your true feelings, how you feel about it. Be like, I accept, but this is gonna take some time. Or maybe just do this before any of that even go down. Ask God to put it in your heart for you to accept apologies when people come to you that wronged you. I've had a couple of out of the blue shock apologies come from a couple of people in my life before, and I mean, when an apology is sincere, I mean, I will just give you a little bit of the attributes of a sincere apology. Number one, they can look you in the eye. Number two, you feel what they are saying. You feel the emotion behind what they're saying. And I don't mean like getting duped or whatever like that. I'm talking about you feel the sincere emotion coming out through the words. That's two. And also, number three, they will be very descriptive in explaining the part that they played. And four, they will tell you why they feel like they need to apologize to you. That's some of the attributes. Could be more, but I mean, I know that when it happened, that's what it basically was. Because some people will come and apologize to you, but they don't really mean it. But that's where discernment kicks in. You just gotta have discernment. You can pray that God will just tell you that person is lying. Just cut off the conversation right there. He'll tell you what to say, how to say it, when to say it, without being nasty. Okay? Also, with the past sticky situation videos, besides people asking me, why are you being so nice to her? I say, look, It's my job. So now I'm kind of getting backlash because of that. They thinking, oh, well, you something wrong with you because you accept, after all that person done did, you accept their apology. You know what? It's gonna be somebody that's gonna come to you, and they're going to, okay, it's gonna be somebody who wants to come to you, or somebody you want to go to apologize to and fix a situation. And because people know the intricate details, some people who know the intricate details about the situation may try to stop um, communication. But don't let that deter you. If you feel like you need to apologize to someone, or you feel like um, you need if you feel like you need to apologize to someone, or someone feels like they need to apologize to you and other people know about it, and they are trying to talk you out of it, that is not godlike. Okay, if we have a problem with somebody, or we have an issue with them, we're supposed to go to that person alone, so that nobody else can be like he said, she said, um point blank. So it's like this: the devil hates reconciliation. He hates it in friendships, a relationship. If anything is worth saving, it's worth talking about. If God tells you to do that. If he does not tell you to do some things, he will tell you, talk about this, talk about that, or he'll say, cut that off, or cut this off. The heart, the parts of your heart that only God know about, he can speak to you in those parts. He will let you know. So I done got to the point to where people tell me, how you can accept this person's apology? Well, if you say that you a Christian, or if you say that you believe in God, or you call yourself a holy person, or whatever you call yourself, or you call yourself a good person, but you feel like it's beneath you to do those things, what's really your intentions? I mean, do like do you feel that you can only function when it's drama going on, or do you feel like you want it to be peaceful, like no matter what? Because I'm straightforward. I mean, I never used to be too much, but as time is going on, I'm getting more and more straightforward, and that will TDDD somebody off. But you know what? If it's true, are you convicted, or are you mad? It's okay if you mad. That's fine. I think once you calm down and think about what was said and why it was said, you're gonna be all right. So, with that being said, if God tells you to do something and other people are attempting to stop it, then that's from the enemy. Okay? No matter what it is, if God really told you to do it, sometimes it's going to be so unconventional, it's going to sound crazy to other people. A lot of people feel like, you do me something, I'm going to do you something. No, that's not the way to roll. Don't roll that way, okay? Just let God handle it. And you make sure you keep other people up out of that too. Now, Also, and I'm gonna end this video very shortly, because I think I done said pretty much all I had to say. I will be posting another video, like possibly like right after this one gets posted. I'm still chewing on some things that I want to say about the other one. That's why I'm sitting here looking like I'm in deep thought mode, because I am. So this has been Karina saying, talk to y'all later. Bye.